सबसे शेड्यूल में आता है कि वो लोग कम से कम लेट in the very first day.
After the meeting, you all can roam around this building. All must not have seen. It's a very beautifully. Fourth floor there is a what you call unwinding room for the students. Fourth floor. What do you call it? Ankur? That is for the students.
Students cell.
What is that? Fourth floor unwinding for the student. Student launch
and music room.
and music room. Beautifully done. You must visit after the meeting.
Okay, that is.
I've seen. Shamaya? If they cannot see from there, they can be made to sit at front and you all can shift maybe 2 chairs. Shamaya, Shikha, you can make them sit here. Yeah. Otherwise, they will be deprived of looking at the stage side. No, here. See, from the sitting there.
We are doing live streaming in the other room also.
Okay.
Live streaming.
Some pictures are there.
Okay.
Now it is better, no? Samaya, it is better?
जाफी और बुके रखा हुआ है, कब देंगे? बुके आप ही देंगे?
अंकुर से दिलाए। मैं तो वहाँ रहूँगा, उनको दे दूँगा। प्लीज प्लीज और come. Yes, please come.
Thank you.
Arup,
Thank you so much.
where is Vinita?
Sir, I'm here. Stand there.
Oh, please start. Already we are late by 8 minutes.
Good afternoon, Honorable Chairman Dr. A.K. Pansari Sir, Vice Chairman Shri A.K. Modi, Director Royal Global School Dr. Arup Mukhopadhyay, Principal Royal Global School Dr. Dilip Kumar Panda, EVP Gyan Sagar Foundation Shri Ankur Pansari, Executive Director RGS Ms. Harsha Pansari, Executive Director RGS Ms. Shikha Pansari, esteemed members of Royal Global University, teachers, valued parents, and dear students. A very warm welcome to all of you present here today. It's an absolute pleasure to be standing before such an esteemed gathering of our school community. Today marks a significant moment in the journey of our school as we come together to formally welcome our new school director, Dr. Arup Mukhopadhyay. We are here to celebrate this new chapter in our institution's history. As we embark on this exciting journey, let us start with reflecting on the strength of our community and the collective vision that guides our school forward. The collaboration between students, parents, teachers, and the school leadership is what makes our school special. And we are excited to continue building on this foundation. To kickstart today's event, I'd like to invite our school principal, Dr. Dilip Kumar Panda, to warmly welcome the senior leadership team, our community of parents, teachers, and students. We are eager to hear him present an insightful overview of the school's vision for the future and highlight the important role each of us will play in shaping the success of our school. Sir.
Vinita, you can come here.
Good afternoon. I always like the response whenever a wish comes in. Esteemed Chairperson, Mr. Modi sir, Mr. Ankur Pansari, our Director, Dr. Arup Mukhopadhyay, Harsha ma'am, Shikha ma'am, esteemed members from the university. I see a lot of parents here, dear parents, students, and everyone. If morning shows the day, then I think ever since morning I have been seeing a lot of beaming faces all over the campus. And the reason must be Dr. Arup Mukhopadhyay. So, warm welcome back to Dr. Mukhopadhyay. And sir, I don't know whether I can call it Ghar Wapsi. Very politely I call it homecoming.
Yes.
For a beautiful second innings from you. And I think everything lies in the vision of the school. If the vision of the school is robust, if the vision of the school is driven towards an outcome, then addition of good energy, good people, and especially people who have founded the organization and have been the leader since the day of its inception, it only brings a great energy to the system. So I think in you we see a lot of those memories, good old days that has always been narrated by our esteemed chairperson. We really want to revive those days. Let it be called a day of renaissance, a day of reformation, and a day when all of us come together, join hands, and to make this institution an institution that it really deserves the place in this region. I think nobody would be under doubt when I say that we have always been talking about potential of this institution. We look at the buildings, we look at the infrastructure, and we rue the fact that why it is not the kind of institution that it should be. And when people come in, they only add strength. Strength to the foundation, strength to the vision, strength to the goal, and strength to the journey. And this is what we are looking for, Dr. Mukhopadhyay. In your leadership, with your support, with your guidance, RGS is destined to go to a greater height as it was started, the same kind of dream. Somebody must have built an institution and must have imagined something for it. Somebody must have dreamt that one day my institution, my school is going to be like this. And until that happens, there is always an element of uneasiness, an element of impatience. And this is what possibly we are trying to achieve. Let's get together to attempt that vision of making the lives of everyone associated with Royal Global School not as a stakeholder but as an organic part of its growth. With open hands and a little warmth in our feelings and everything that goes with Dr. Mukhopadhyay, we welcome you as the school director and looking forward to have a very blissful and challenging journey ahead, because everybody has to then move towards the goal. I thank everybody. I thank the presence of all the people who are present here and Dr. Mukhopadhyay. Together, let's make it a flower bed. Thank you so much, and I expect all of us good luck. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. I really like the term renaissance that you have coined for this momentous occasion that the school is going through. It is my great honor to now invite Dr. A.K. Pansari, the esteemed chairman of our school, to introduce and felicitate our newly appointed director, Dr. Arup Mukhopadhyay. Dr. Pansari is not only a visionary leader, but also a self-made man whose dedication and unwavering commitment to the growth and success of Royal Global University and Royal Global School have shaped its very foundation. His strategic guidance has been pivotal in bringing us to where we are today. Today, as we embark on this new chapter with Dr. Mukhopadhyay, we are confident that Dr. Pansari's continued mentorship will help steer our school to greater heights. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Pansari to the stage and to felicitate Dr. Mukhopadhyay.
Good afternoon, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Dilip mentioned about Ghar Wapsi. Ghar Wapsi happens when there is somebody has gone from the Ghar. In fact, Dr. Arup has never gone from the home. Dr. Arup, after having worked here for 2.5 years or 3 years or so, after making a very strong foundation for Royal Global School, I really cherish the days when me and Arup, along with Modi and other members, tried to arrange even the benches of the classroom for making the school ready for the first day. And such wonderfully he has arranged everything. When we started in 2003, Delhi Public School, Guwahati, I remember how the mess was when the students were to be sent back home. On the first day, we had 22 buses. We had no identity card of the students. They were students from nursery to class 8. The senior students will know as to which bus they have to go back, but the juniors will not know. The whole scenario was a big mess because the kids were not able to say as to which number bus they have to board in. When Royal Global School started on the first day itself, the things were very smooth, and I had complimented Royal Global Schools, then the founder principal Arup Mukhopadhyay. Arup, you have done it, and I think that now our responsibility is over. We have made a wonderful infrastructure school, and I am handing over the school to make it really an institution. So, after he has set the school basic foundation, we of course did the infrastructure. We made the building, we provided the logistic, we did not leave any stone unturned to provide the best of the facilities, a new school with 24 branches of the sports and what not. And Arup started nurturing it very well with the support of the students and the guardians. It could establish itself as the finest schools in Northeast region and one of the best in the country. But Arup had his own vision, on ambitions to go beyond the boundaries of Northeast. And as such, he wanted to move from the geographical boundaries of Northeast, and then he traveled to various schools in India as consultant and many countries abroad, which I came to know later that he had been to. Of course, as I said, no Ghar Wapsi. We were constantly in touch, in spite of the fact that he has been relieved from the position of the principal of the school. We were very constantly in touch with Arup Mukhopadhyay. More principal joined. Anubha Goyal ma'am was here for a long time. But whenever we needed Arup's help, Arup was always there. So even if physically he was not here, our association continued, and so there was no Ghar Wapsi. People say old is gold, and it is true. But when an old man is the founder principal, so he's the old man, but when the old is young by mind and heart, it's not old is gold, old is diamond, and Arup is that diamond. So, now Arup has come back with more experience of time and working with lot of schools, institutions, and he is really come with more enriched educationist. He had traveled to schools in Maldives, Tanzania, Kenya, Argentina, UAE, Thailand. I am sure the more experience which Arup Mukhopadhyay has come back, he is going to contribute a lot to make it the top 5 or top 10 schools in the country. Now, before that, I must congratulate each one of you for bringing Royal Global School to this stature. I am very happy that with the efforts of you all, a new school without any brand as such, when we said Delhi Public School, DPS as a brand, now more than 400 schools in the country, a chain of schools. But to establish a new brand, it takes time. But Royal Global School, and now of course, you might be thinking, why the meeting of Royal Global School is happening in Royal Global University. It's like, you know, all the members of the Legislative Assembly of Assam is taken to Parliament and they are seated there, they will feel elevated. So I wanted to make you feel elevated. And you have your own 2 branches. For me, these are younger brother and elder brother. So I proposed, Dr. Dilip, why not this time the meeting happens in the campus of Royal Global University. And I am sure you must be very happy. And this building is the new feather in the cap of RGU. And after the meeting, you must go and move around and see the various facilities that has been created. Of course, now it is turn of Ankur, my son, who is the Vice President of Gyan Sagar Foundation, Executive Vice President. It is all been done by Ankur from the founder, and of course Manoj Patwari has a great role in creating this kind of infrastructure. Beautifully things have been done. At our time I used to do each and every brick of this school or institution. Now Ankur has taken over and he is doing a great job in providing various facilities in the university, because school is now already well set. University we are expanding very fast. We started with 500 students. Today we have the strength of 7,000 plus students, and every year we are adding 500 or 1,000 new students. Of course more, but then there is exit also every year in convocation. We have, next convocation will be having 1,500 graduates going out. So I am sure that the meeting happening here will add some more flavor to your feeling of feeling elevated. Dilip Panda has joined recently, and I am sure under his leadership you all must be working very hard. But then when Arup Mukhopadhyay, after fulfilling those ambitions which he had in his mind, and his own daughter Amrisha, she was here, admitted as student of class 8, graduated from Royal Global School. By now she has become a master degree holder, yes, from some foreign university. And Arup is happy with his daughter, well settled, and after fulfilling those ambitions which every young man has in his mind. So we were just talking, Arup, why don't you come and join in Royal Global School? Though we have already our principal, we have vice principal, we have a strong team of deans, coordinators, heads of juniors, etc., etc. But your experience as the founding principal, as the founder principal of the school, will definitely strengthen the team of the management of the school. And he gladly agreed. He knows what is going on in my mind and the kind of fire in my belly, that we still have to work very hard. There is no question of complacency in my, at least in my life. I never feel like being complacent. And the time has come that we have made a very strong foundation of the school. It can now go up at a very fast speed. And your experience as the founder principal of this school, you worked with us for 2.5 years to 3 years. You had been in association with us, regular touch with us. In between also, before COVID, Arup used to come as a consultant and guiding our principal and our team. So in a way, he was largely associated with us. And I am glad and I remain grateful to Arup Mukhopadhyay that he has accepted my invitation to come back and join as full-time director of Royal Global School. I welcome you, Arup, as the full-time director of Royal Global School, and I'll request Ankur Bansari to kindly felicitate Arup with a bouquet. Arup is a man of great vision and man of always innovation and new ideas. So is, I think I am. But, and you know, he started his career as most of the teachers, I mean to say most of the principals start as a teacher in some school. And two very important school institutions where Arup worked, they are worth mentioning. Many of you who were there at the time when Arup was the principal will be knowing, but for them and for the parents, some of the parents are here, students are here. Arup had worked in Mirambika, Delhi, and that is the place where we visited together after your appointment. Our meeting was also a distinct, a destiny. When we were taking interview of the principal of Royal Global School in Madam Shyama Chonath's chamber in Delhi, we had done away with our interviews. We could not select a single candidate. There will be 100, maybe 50, 60, 70 candidates. We could not select a single. Me and Modi probably,
Yes.
and Amal Agrawal, we were getting down from the lift, and one gentleman was taking the lift. So it is the story began from in the lift. Probably I don't remember whether he asked us or I asked him, where are you going? Well, I am so and so, I am going for the interview. Well, okay, chalo. So we thought since nobody was there, he was a handsome looking man, smart. So I was like, chalo. So we sat back. We took his interview. He was selected. So that is how the story started. And then he took us to this Mirambika. I was impressed. The kind of school. This is a different school. It's not like the formal school where there is a set of pattern of headmaster, principal, teacher, sports person. It's not like that. Anybody can go and teach. They will invite different categories of people to, teach. Huh?
Priyanka Gandhi was my colleague there. Priyanka Dot.
Okay.
Don't just say the name.
Okay. I'll keep my comment reserved on this issue. And then he went to Rishi Valley also. That you know again. Another different type of schools. So with those experiences in working in those schools as teacher, and I have seen him as a great administrator and his exposure globally, and he was also a kind of freelancer in between, giving consultancy to many schools, including one of the very good school in Manipur also, Imphal also. So I am sure with these kind of vast experience in Arup, which Arup has brought back with him, and being the founder principal of the school, and having known the founder of the school very known for a long time, Arup is going to be a milestone, going to prove a milestone in the history of Royal Global School to uplift this school at a different level. While the present system will remain and operate, we are very happy the way Dilip, Vinita and everybody is working and running the school. They are working very hard. Yes, there are some teachers, of course. In the last meeting I told you that you cannot do that. You cannot afford to not working very hard. That beside that reservation, I am happy that you all are working very hard. And under the new direction, you cannot afford to be bottom 25. As I said, in any great corporate house, the bottom 25 people has to go. They cannot survive there. And everybody has to fight to be the top 25, top 5, but nobody can afford to be bottom 5. If you are in the bottom 5, you leave the position. So I was not happy with some of the people who were really not doing justice to their chair, justice to their job. And in fact, being a teacher, not doing justice to the chair is just not a matter in a corporate house that, okay, thoda profit kam ho jayega, zyada ho jayega. It is injustice to the child. Injustice to the child means injustice to the citizen of the nation. That means injustice to the nation. And I told you very categorically in the last meeting, it is a kind of criminal activities not to do the job of a teacher religiously. If you are a marketing person, if you don't do job very honestly, the organization may suffer. But as a teacher, if you don't do your job religiously, honestly, with full loyalty, it is a crime. It is injustice to the nation. And I'm sure my that words, I think that meeting happened some 20 days ago, you must have taken it very seriously. Either we should not be in the profession of teaching, and once we are in the profession of teaching, we should have passion about the teaching. And once you have passion, you will love your kids, and then the rest of the thing will follow. So, as I was saying that nothing will be disturbed, the principal, vice principal, coordinator, deans, whatever position, maybe there are some division in the school like preschool, we have come up with a very new concept for which the whole credit goes to our director, branding, director, growth and strategy, Sri Utpal Kanji. Utpal, you can stand up for some of the parents and the students. Utpal Kant is another very valuable asset to this organization, who is the director of growth and strategies for Royal Global University and also for branding. And he has done a great job for Royal Global University last 1 year. He is associated with our newspaper for last 15 years, with us for last 15 years, but Royal Global University for last 1 year. Now he has taken up the growth and strategy directorship position for Royal Global School as well. And he has come up with a concept of making that preschool, nursery, upper KG, lower KG, within renaming of that particular section of the school as NEEV. NEEV means foundation. And we are totally revamping that NEEV. And we are really trying to make that NEEV so strong. We are into real estate business, as I said the other day, that if the foundation is strong, every story can be added in just 12-15 days. But what is most important is NEEV. I am sure with the new direction by Arup, under the leadership of Dr. Dilip and rest of you, our foundation will be so strong that job of the teachers of the middle school will be much comfortable they will be. And of course, the untiring efforts has to go on, and we must try to see that Royal Global School remains at the top in the northeastern region, but it becomes one of the top, one of the best. While I say one of the best, I will not always emphasize on the best average marks. Of course, that goes without saying. As food is our basic need, water is our basic need, the high average marks is the basic thing. You cannot afford that the students do not get very high marks and your school average is on the top ranking school of the country. That is basic. You cannot compromise. But this school is not meant for only high scoring marks, that students should score very high marks. This is not a school, I never visioned. If Arup, you remember, we never planned that this school students should only score high. This school should produce a wholesome citizen. Holistic development of the student is the basic need. We have so much of sports facilities. You have debating, you have education, you have queues, you have field trips. All this, and on top of that, you have a culture. Your students should be the most disciplined boy or girl of this city. With all these virtues, the students passing out from Royal Global School, or for that matter Royal Global University, should stand out in the society. They should be student, they should be person with values, strong values should be imbibed, and that process should be continued with more rigorously. And I'm sure under the direction of Arup Mukhopadhyay, now our team has become more strong. And Arup is a man who will leave nothing on people. He has a habit like me that while there is a proper delegation of work, there is a division of work, he will personally look into each and every aspect. "Arey, ye hua ki nahi?" And that is good leadership. Division of work, delegation of work is very important in a bigger organization. But at the same time, if the leader himself goes to the field and check himself, then the people will remain at their toes. And those qualities are there in Arup. We have worked together for 3 years. So while we always look for the school to score very high marks, the student to score very high marks in board examinations, and we have seen over the period that in spite of the fact that you have provided so much of wonderful facilities of sports and other things, end of the day, the parent's desire is that his child or her child must score very high marks. So high marks is the hallmark that has to happen. Now what is high marks? Of course depends on every child has their own merit. And I always tell that you can push the child. You give a community learning. A child spends most of his time, till 3 years he is not coming to us. Dear parents, you are here. You will agree with me and appreciate the fact that till 3 years your child is with you. Hardly teachers have any role till 3 years. And you have a big role to play. The first teacher is mother and then father and then rest of the family member. And after you have sent your child to the school, we, the educator, are only the facilitator. He spends 4 hours in the preschool and maybe 6 hours in the higher school, and that too 220 days in a year. That means if you calculate hourly basis, 2/3 of the time of a year spent at home and just 1/3 at school. So how the grooming can be whenever they are not doing good? Then only I am telling, the responsibility is bestowed on the school. The liability is on the school. It is the parent who spend most of the time with them. A child learns the most from the parents only. He look at you, what you are doing, how you are speaking, what is the good practices at home. And that is what he learned the most. If you are busy in the late night party and come back home and you ask your child, "Beta tuition jaake aa gaya kya?" If you think that that's the responsibility, I think you are not doing justice. So much of the responsibility, only few parents though, but the message may go across that much of the responsibility lies with the parents. Then comes the school. Now school is to provide the best of the facilities. And Royal Global School has been successfully provided the best possible services which any school in this country at least can provide. The people from abroad also visit our campus and they are just amazed and they can't believe that school or university in this part of the country is providing so much. We have student-teacher ratio, one of the finest in the country. So much of the hard work is required from the parents and from the students. Yes, we are responsible for facilitating in the best possible way to find out the potentiality in each and every child. If you find that, yes, this boy is meant for sports, not for real academics, we will try to promote him in sports or music, wherever he look at his future. And if he is a caliber of 60%, our job is to make him 70, 75. Everybody cannot get 99, 99, 98. But if we have not done that, उस 60% वाले बच्चे को हमने 50% में ला दिया, तो हमने बहुत बड़ा क्राइम कर दिया. So there is the role of the teacher, that इस 60% वाले बच्चे को हम कैसे 75% में लाते हैं, इस 80% वाले को हम कैसे 90 में लाते हैं, और कैसे हम 95% वाले को 99 में लाते हैं. If all of us do that efforts, then the average of school will be one of the finest. So what parents expect, what we expect from the parents, I have already spoken. But what teachers are expecting from you is this. And then lot more. That community living, the tolerance, the mission of the government. You can teach them what is the importance of environment. This is the biggest challenge in today's context, that each and every child must be very conscious of the society, for the state, for the nation. What is their role in making a nation a great nation? Those things are taught in the school. It is not just the syllabus. And Royal Global Schools should not be known only for teaching, learning, only for high marks, only for sports. Much beyond that, which includes imbibing very strong values, our Sanatani practices, the knowledge and the enlightenment about the environment, how this mother's earth, which is the greatest issue for all of us, the global warming, the shortage of water, the air pollution. The student of Royal Global School must be very, very aware of all these issues. So today being a very, very important historical day, that Arup Mukhopadhyay is taking up the position of full-time director of Royal Global School. While I have spoken all these, we have a future idea of bringing the first IB school in this city. I propose and I wish and I request the team to make Royal Global School the kind of school which we really visualize in next 3 years' time. And then we can plan for a IB school soon. And that is my next dream, to open a IB school in Guwahati under the leadership of Arup Mukhopadhyay. Those days used to tell me that in future we can plan, but 3 years is taken up by, COVID, and we were much focusing on Royal Global University as well, where we have our future vision to bring a medical college. Not now, maybe 5 years down the line. But so far, the whole idea is to make this school a great institution in the country under the leadership of Arup Mukhopadhyay. And I'm sure with the team of Arup, Dr. Dilip, Vinita, you can have your doctorate from Royal Global University. So we have all doctors. So with these few words, once again, all the best, Dr. Arup and the team of Royal Global School. Wish you all very good luck. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chairman, sir. I feel a sense of responsibility after this speech of his. But again, it was indeed very nice, sir, to hear about the overview. And as parents, I believe you must have got a sense of responsibility too, right? And now the moment we have all been eagerly anticipating. It's with immense pride and excitement that I invite our new school director, Dr. Arup Mukhopadhyay, to address us. As we welcome you into our school community, sir, we look forward to hearing your thoughts, vision, and aspirations for the future. Your leadership marks the beginning of an exciting new chapter for our school, and we are eager to learn about the direction you plan to take us in as we work together to create an even brighter future. Sir.
So, good afternoon. Our very beloved Dr. A.K. Pansari, the chairman. After I have been selected, we are working more than a chairman, better than a friend. Mr. Modi, I'll be very honestly saying, I have heard a lot of things about Mr. Modi, but I am the only person who has not seen Mr. Modi's red eyes. I am proud of that. I have heard it from a lot of people, but I am the proud person that which I have not seen. So that's, very few people can proudly say. Mr. Dr. Panda, I prefer calling people by the first name. So I spoken to him morning and I have taken his permission that I can call him Dilip. My beloved Ankur, we have been very close from the beginning when Ankur used to study in Bombay.
come very last moment, the flight to Founders Day. Shikha, I have seen them growing together, planned their wedding, made the city pink, in which Ankur took Shikha to round. Made the alfresco when Ankur and Shikha went. Those are the wonderful moments I'll never forget. Harsha was grade 9th. Harsha used to come. So those are the wonderful moments. So thank you so much for all of you for supporting me and my family. That's a great which I can expect from anybody. Money, recognition, flower, all goes and come. But supporting a family in a great, okay, so what? Mr. Pansari and Modi done it, okay? Hello, is okay? Hello. So they have done it for me, my family. But today I am really nervous. I was not in 2012. Because 2012 is a new school, and we are setting a school, there is no expectations. But today, I mean, it's changing, I had something planned to speak. When I came in the school, I thought, no, this will not work. As the proceeding goes, my plan is changing. And you see that I keep on calling Prabhu. That's why. Because whatever he's saying, I have to do that. My speech should be, it will be sync with that. So that's I'm trying to say. So next come the parents. Those who are the SMC member, school management committee member. Could you please raise your hand? Who are those? If I can come to know who are the parents. Thank you. Thank you so much for honoring me, for attending this program. Students, I'm lucky that I'm getting a head boy who was in grade 1. Right? Am I right? Okay. So that's another proud moment. Yeah, I think I met him in the biology lab this morning. And all of you, my colleagues, I start with a wonderful story. So my talk would be very, very bottom, down the line. I don't come prepared. And sometimes it works, sometimes it does not work. I am connecting you, I'm trying to connect you, but sometimes I am able to connect you, sometimes I may not be able to. So it changes. Prabhu, can I give the first slide? I was working for sometimes very deeply with the philosophy of Buddhism. So I don't know whether you agree that when the student is ready, the teachers will appear. So it's the Pansariji's call, and I thought that I'll make sure that I come here. So I was working for the last few years very deeply with the Buddha, Lord Buddhas, and I was reading lots about Buddha, and I realized this line, remember, it's reminded me when Sir told me. I'll tell you the next one, why I came here. So this is the first reason I feel the student is ready and I'm a teacher, I should come. The second, change is never painful. Only resistance to change is painful. You need to change. We need to keep on changing. And if we fail to change, I think we'll be nowhere. We'll be completely out of the business, out of the context, out of the competition, whatever you say. The change must be there. Today what is the school, college, 2 months, it will not be there. And if we fail to do that, we'll be nowhere, we'll be out of the track. Nobody will attract us. So these are the two reasons I responded to the call. Third, why I come here. I'll take you to a very short bite of a film which we made in 2012. So one line which is very close to my heart. Can I play that?